Stop using attribute masking. It's not fit for purpose anymore. Right. I was a firm believer that Football Manager, in essence, is too easy with attribute masking off, because you can search by attributes, you can pick out all the stats you want. I want a forward of this, this, and this. Search the world, find them, job done. However, the alternative is attribute masking being on. And in 2022, it's no longer fit for purpose. And so I'm using it in my FC Andorra save, and we are a small team now, but we're at the stage where we have to be looking for Wonderkids. And it takes too long to find the attributes. And it's not that I will still scout everyone with masking when I play with masking off, because you still want to see injuries, consistency, these things which are really important and can make a difference between a Wonderkid and an alright youngster. But when I used to work for Football Whispers, where we did scouting, you'd get a story that X player was linked with a move to West Ham or whatnot. We had access to Y Scout, which I would then go and watch 3-4 hours of this player's videos, where you watch like bits of a full game. Let's see if it's a winger. Let's see his dribbling. Let's see his passing. Let's see, and you can pick all these things. So I do not believe that any team with a scouting network in place would get a player that they don't know enough about. So you would, in real life, you would get, hey, there's this Peruvian winger playing for Melgar, doing bits. You would then go on to your internet and things like Y-Scout, and I'm sure professional teams have even more resources, and you would watch him, and you would have an understanding of what he's like as a player before you maybe then go and send your South American scout to go watch him in person to really drill down the details. So on my save, this is my save here, we're on a Penarol, and say you've got, there's this 17-year-old left back, Rodrigo Vaina. Right? What's his positioning like? Don't know. All right, marking? Nothing. Technique? Not a clue. Is he fast? No idea whatsoever. Pace? Nah, don't know that either. What about his first touch? Well, it could be 5, or it could be decent, could be crap. Passing? It could literally hit the ball at the stadium with every pass, or it could be average. Like, there is no way you would have this in a game. To me, I have no issue with them being masked and having ranges, but you would know, you'd have an idea which everyone was within a day. If you're interested in a player in real life, your scouting network, your team of people, your analysts would know, even within 10, every attribute within a day. But on Football Manager, you can scout them for a week. That's a long week when you've got analysts sat at computers. Or fully scouted player until full knowledge. And so often in this game now, you'll hit that and you'll get I have finished scouting this player, and there's still attributes missing. I get that attribute masking being on makes the game more difficult and you have to rely on your scouts to make your scouts better. I get that. But I don't think the scouting works now how it would work in real life. So I've got my offline save where I'm going around the world, and I've got attribute masking off, and it's much more fun to go looking for players. Whereas in Andorra, I'm just frustrated because there was a right back from Peru, and there was no attribute. I can't find it. There was no attributes whatsoever. Nothing. So like this now, we go to, let's have a look at, is there anyone here that I can point out? Okay, we've got this guy, Jean-Pierre Diaz, is playing for Atalanta, right? And we still don't know everything about him. My scout apparently has 53% knowledge. He has not watched a single match. Like, if I had Y-Scout and this guy existed, I could watch a match within the next 2 hours. It doesn't make sense anymore. The game hasn't caught up with how scouting works, and I haven't worked for Whispers for 4 years. So I imagine what the FX2 has gone beyond this now. To have 53% knowledge, having never watched a game, for a guy who plays in Serie A, it's not good enough. It's not good enough anymore. Like, if we're going to play with Atttribute masking on, the game needs to be at a level where these things, scouting report, 2 days. I've watched these matches. Here's what we think of them. And you would have a good 75% knowledge, I think, of a player. And then you go watch them in person and you talk to people and whatnot, and you get that full thing about consistency and injuries and everything else. But to not have every attribute and not be able to have watched a player from Atalanta, nah, the game's been left behind in scouting, in my opinion. So that is what I mean. From now on, yes, it makes the game easier. You still have the scout players, and you can make it harder by just use your scouting center. You can only you don't search by attributes. That's what makes it harder. Maybe then you have to your scouting network to find all these players, wire the world, like Zealand says, whatever. But I think the attribute masking and the way the scouting works and the time it takes to get the reports back is out of date. So from now on, masking off, full stats, and it's more fun. It is. It's made me more frustrated indoors. I can't get to find out if someone's got between 8 and 14 positioning as a defender, that's really important. But that should be narrowed down more before you make a decision, but it takes a month to do it. So there we go. Just wanted to get that off my chest. See what you guys think. Do you agree with me? Do you play with attribute masking on or off? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Drop a like, drop a subscribe. Until next time, cheers. Bye.